This might be a bonus, but to be honest, it's for me. And I may or may not share it. Essentially, it's for us, Divine Mother from these Kali Oracle deck. So please give me a message, just as a bonus for myself. Just offering you a lotus flower of love. Maybe I should take it, but two more times. 1, 2. Could you give me one that slots out more easy, please? Okay. I'll just show you, if you ever, I mean, I use this for my, this one's just got a sort of a bead on the end. I just hold it so lightly and keep my hand still, and it'll, for chakras, it'll usually just vibrate if it's blocked. When it's open, it'll go in a clockwise. Obviously I'm not doing a chakra, so it's not going to do anything. But this, I just literally hold it the same, sort of very lightly, and I'll ask it for a yes. Or show me a no. What's a no? Interpret a no for me, please. You see that? Go side by side. Okay, stop. Okay, give me a yes, please. Give me a yes. Give me a yes. That's backwards and forwards. I'll show you. Okay, show, you can see. Give me a yes. Goes backwards and forwards. So if you've got any questions, I'll try and show you. Okay, give me a no. Give me a no, please. Give me a no. See how it's going side by side? So you can do this. Just experiment with it, with your energy field, and whatever you're using. Okay, oh, well, okay. Am I to use this card? Because it didn't flip over, and I'm just curious. Would you like me to use this card, Divine Mother? Would you like me to use this card? See, that's a no. No, I still think I should take that flower one, to be fair. Am I meant to take the flower one? Right, here we go. Am I meant to take the flower with the hand? I have no idea what's in the message. See that? Yes. Like I said, I've had a see, there's a few flowers, but it wasn't that one. It was the one with the hand, wasn't it? And as soon as I knew, my body was saying, take it. Because, I mean, even that one, the one that we had before, that one's still got a lotus flower on it. There's something similar. Same, small lotus flowers. It wasn't those ones. Be at the bottom of the deck, I bet. Another one, but with the death skull. There's another flower there. Yeah, and in that one. So it's this one. This one. Is there any more? Yeah, there's still flowers there. Flowers there. Yeah. Anyway. I can't remember whether I've done a reading with this one before or not. I just really can't remember. Karma of Kali. Yep. It's okay, 38. Okay. She is completely and utterly in love with your divine essence. Aww. And in her love bestows endless gifts. Your path need not be one of endless effort. Oh, thank you. I think when you're on your own, you don't have any support of friends or family, really. Not to the depth that you need. I'm not saying I don't have, because I do have friends, and they're beautiful, but they're not at the level that I like this, right? So I'm sharing it with you because obviously you resonate, or for some reason you're watching me. So I presume you're at that kind of a level where you're in a standing. But anyway, yeah, your path need not be one of endless effort. Connecting with pleasure as a path of personal empowerment with an intention to bring spiritual benefit to the collective through softening and opening your heart as an act of worshipping the divine feminine. Oh, I'm going to have to share this. This was actually going to be just a private reading, but I just thought to myself, no, I'll record it and relax into the presence of what is, as you slow your pace and make swifter progress. Yeah, so you actually slow down. Slow down. You don't have to be, I know, because I'm wearing all the hats now. My husband's not here, and it can weigh heavy sometimes if we allow it. It's in our perceptions, right? And we're not to deny our feelings and the fact that we desire support in our everyday life, but it's got to come from the right source, correct? Like, it's got to be from the source that divine, that's not gonna take from our energy field, that it's gonna be a reciprocal energy of love, mutual love and respect and kinship and brotherly love, sisterly love, that type of energy. Divine counterpart. Kama is a Sanskrit word that refers to the sweet stuff of life, pleasure, emotional fulfillment, and being completely present. So we can experience life through all the senses. So it is also sensuality and physical vibrancy. Yeah. Oh, I wouldn't mind a bit of sensuality. I'm kind of missing that a little bit. Caroline, you've been a bit open. Without the quality of karma, our experience of life can become dry, bleak, and intimidating. A joyless existence with simply more tasks to be completed. If we are feeling exhausted, lacking in the qualities of delight and lightness of heart, then we have become deficient in kama, sacred pleasure. In the realm of the goddess, the enjoyment of life is a sacred act of devotion, gratitude, and celebration. In the throes of profound challenge and transformation, we can feel disconnected from our joyfulness. It's as though it were akin to the bright days of summer, and we are midwinter. Well, we kind of are here in New Zealand. Wondering how it ever was that we could frolic about in barely anything, when we now feel the need to cover ourselves with abundant protective layers. This is to be expected during times of intense suffering, when we are dealing with an issue that has elicited grief or anger. Yet, if we allow our minds to remain open to the possibility of joyfulness and pleasure, they can find their way through like the sun breaking through clouds to bring us comfort. I was mentioning about clouds in that, it was actually in another meditation, but it just reminded me of that. The oracle can indicate not only a more pleasurable way of being as part of your future, but also an offering of pleasure now, even if you're struggling to ease the strain and make the way easier overall. because that's what we're doing. I know for me, I'm trying to make it easier for myself and to get rid of that struggle template, but it's not, you know, it's transformation, right? We're in the cocoon. And flying and going back in the cocoon. Accessing pleasure requires embodiment, a connection with the senses and the subtle nuances of feeling and body. Through embodiment, it is easier to receive healing. It can manifest through the uplifting scent of aromatherapy, the warmth of a shower, gratitude for a safe and comfortable place to sleep, the sumptuousness of warm clothes or a satisfying meal, the delight of silliness in animals, the nutty sense of humour of a beloved human. I get that. It's quite nice actually when you get into that state. The simple appreciation for the flow of the breath, or through the openness of being that spontaneously occurs in response to an expansive vista of trees and mountains. Karma is the spiritual practice of presence that leads us into joy, even ecstasy and bliss. It is the juiciness of feeling truly alive. If we have a complicated or confused attitude toward pleasure, the natural need for it can be denied or repressed, yet it will not disappear. It will arise in some indulgence, addiction, or peculiarity of behavior, which creates suffering because it is not the natural expression of the natural need. The Kali of Karma helps us reconnect to our need for pleasure and its healthy expression. The oracle speaks of a gift entering your life from the will of the goddess. It is an invitation to relax and receive. Sometimes we may unconsciously attribute divine will with intentions to demand more and more of us. Yet divine will has our best interests at heart. When we need to develop strength, it will certainly provide the experiences necessary for us to do so, but it also provides a sweetness and pleasure which we can embrace or not using our free will. The oracle speaks of a need to embrace pleasure and the many gifts of the goddess. She is not an indulgence. It can actually help you make progress on your spiritual path. To be able to embrace joyfulness is a gift. It provides us with relief and release when the path has been truly difficult. It is the summer to the soul's winter. To grow, we need both. The Kali of Karma is a message that we should not discard our need for pleasure. So much of what society promotes as pleasure is little more than disembodied escapism that creates further suffering rather than healing. The natural and enhancing experiences of pleasure, however, are a mystical medicine. We can only access it through presence, spontaneity, and connection to ourselves and life. The Karma of Kali is genuinely healing. That is how we recognize sacred pleasure, through its effect. It has far-reaching positive consequences and leads to more energy, commitment, and discipline as a natural response to the alleviation of excess pressure. This teaching is not about becoming hedonistic or pursuing pleasure at any cost without wisdom or benefit. Instead, the oracle asks us to engage with pleasure as an act of worshipping the goddess. When divine worship is genuine, it doesn't add to the suffering of the world, but aids relief. To understand this, we can give up the notion of pleasure as selfish and begin to associate it with the sacred. The oracle brings comfort. It speaks of the forthcoming grace of pleasure in your life and your capacity to truly be with it as an act of blissful divine devotion. Invocation ritual. Reflect for a moment on your most pleasurable experiences that awaken joy and gratitude in your life. Let that feel good. Gaze at the oracle image. The lotus is a symbol of divine beauty and the pleasure this brings. Allow it to represent whatever you need at the moment. even if you don't consciously know what that could be. Be open and simply allow for the sensation of your heart being filled with such sweetness and delight that it causes a purging of old energies and an expansive sensation of floating, freedom and love. Let your heart rest in this beauty now. Let your soul relax. You may like to repeat the mantra of the goddess Kali and the goddess Lakshmi to seal in these gifts of the goddess and allow them to multiply in your life for the spiritual benefit of all beings. Om Krim Kaliye Namaha. Om Shrim Mahala Lakshmiye Namaha. I think, and then it says, sounds like, I'll do it again. Om Krim Kaliye Namaha. Om Shrim Maha Lakshmi Ye Namaha. Finish with your hands in prayer. You have completed your process. That's just a small one. 16 minutes, that'll do. But yeah. Seek the pleasure, your goofiness, your spontaneity to bring the pleasure of life instead of the depth of despair at times. I mean, we're entering into winter, so yeah. But it's still good to have a lightheartedness. So if you're in summer, enjoy the sunshine. Make the most of it. You in the northern hemisphere, because we want it back in the south after your turn. No, and the winter is a good time anyway to purge and heal. So, sending you love. Bye.